So another speaker was Giuseppe Castellano, who is an art director at Penguin, I think. And anyway, he was talking a little bit about how to present yourself as an illustrator to get the attention of art directors and editors at publishing houses. So obviously helpful. He said that he has like a 3-step formula, which is personality, ability, and presentation. So obviously personality is just your you-ness. I think another way to think about it is your voice/style. Is it unique? Can you really see the person like coming through the pages? Can you see what kind of person they are, their likes and dislikes, their aesthetic sensibility? Do you get a sense that you know what to expect from this person's body of work? Ability is obviously just, you know, technical skill. We all are better at some things than others. So I think of ability as really what they call maximizing. So just leaning into like what you're uniquely good at and pulling away from the stuff that doesn't come naturally to you. This can also be figured out by like just what you like and what you don't like. For example, when I do really like tight, detailed, realistic technical work, I can do it, but I kind of hate it. And that always comes through because basically like I never know when to stop the drawing and I will illustrate it to death, as in there's no more life left in it. Like every little detail is meticulous and overdone, and by the end of it, I end up hating it and usually throwing it away. So I stopped doing that kind of work, and I think everyone is better for it. So, presentation. Presentation is really important. This is both how your look is physically presented in real life, but then also how your work is presented digitally and how you present yourself just across all platforms. So how you come off on social media like Twitter and Instagram. He is really big on Twitter. And he says that he does find people through Twitter, but he was saying that some editors and art directors do find people on Instagram. So really it's about just being kind of like consistent and professional and interesting and fun across all the channels. He also really stressed the importance of user experience on your website. So not making people try to look for your work, really treating it like a portfolio. So if you do a couple of different things, that's perfectly fine, like I do, but making sure to segment them. And after I heard this talk, I actually did go home and like completely put my picture book stuff on a whole different page, which I think actually makes things a lot nicer and cleaner. But just making sure that like it's just kind of one cohesive scrolling experience, and like the best of your work is there. Also, only show what you want to be doing. So if you want to illustrate a bunch of dogs, show a bunch of dogs. If you want to illustrate a bunch of dinosaurs, show a bunch of dinosaurs. That's what people are going to start to know you for and hire you for. So do the work that you ultimately want to do. Some quotables from Giuseppe. Presentation is your storefront. Don't be under a rock. So just like make yourself be findable. Don't tell kids what they're gonna like. So and no art for kids. So this is one that I thought was great, and it kind of just reminds me of like Maurice Sendak. And this is very much my philosophy on children's illustration. Like, I'm not doing art for kids. I call it children's illustration because that's just what people know it by, but I do art for humans. Some of them are younger and some of them are older, and all of them are probably pretty young at heart. Let the viewer fill in the gaps. So the most successful illustrations and compositions always have like just a little bit that that is unresolved, and so like the viewer can kind of figure out what's going on, like the context of the story or an Easter egg or something themselves, and that makes people feel more engaged with your work. Kinetic energy. I have no idea what that means.